in Egypt, because Iran has been following those events with tremendous interest. The Foreign Ministry spokesman Ramin Mehmanparast gave the government's first reaction a short time ago. He told one state television channel that the Egyptian people have achieved a great victory. Well, in recent weeks, Iran's establishment has made its position clear that the demonstrations in both Tunisia and then Egypt were inspired by Iran's own Islamic Revolution of 1979. In fact, it's just about the anniversary of it today. It's a claim which is denied by many in Egypt, and by chance, the anniversary indeed of the revolution fell this Friday. In a speech delivered earlier in the day, President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad urged protesters in Egypt to keep going. So, do the Iranian people feel the same way? We can speak now to Potkin Azarmehr, an Iranian blogger who lives in London. What's your own reaction to President Mubarak's resignation?
Well, first of all, I'm delighted, as I think most Iranians are, that a dictator is removed and the people struggling for freedom have succeeded. But just judging by our own experience, getting rid of one dictator doesn't necessarily mean that you will go into better times. In fact, this is just the beginning, and you really have to safeguard the freedoms that you fought for. A revolution can turn the situation into worse if an extremist, hardline minority seizes power, which is possible, as it was in 1917 in Russia, which meant 70 years of harsh communism for people in Russia and the surrounding countries, and in 1979 in Iran.
So what do you make of the fact that President Ahmadinejad and now from the Foreign Ministry spokesman were getting these encouraging noises, patting the Egyptian anti-government protesters on the back?
Well, it doesn't surprise me that they're trying to jump on the bandwagon and ride the wave. But I'm also glad that there were people like Wael Ghanim, known as the Google Gandhi, one of the organisers of the protests in Egypt, came out yesterday and issued a public statement in solidarity with the people of Iran ahead of the opposition rally to be held on Monday. I've also just watched a YouTube video of an Egyptian youth who's telling that he thinks that the next revolution will be in Iran. I think the reality on the ground and how the Egyptian people want to proceed is not quite the same as what the Iranian government wants to perceive. And I think it'd be very, very dangerous if the Egyptian population attempt to follow the Iranian example.
How likely do you think that is? We're just looking at pictures live from Cairo, huge Egyptian flags being carried, groups of Egyptians wandering through slow-moving traffic, dancing around flags, waving them. There's a great deal of euphoria. I mean, is it exactly a similar situation to the one you had in Iran in 1979, or is there? You think so? You think there's the similar chances that it will be hijacked?
Very much so, very much so. I mean, I remember when the Shah left the country. I was a teenager at the time. I remember the euphoria. No one thought that we're going to have worse times ahead. Everyone thought we were going to have better times ahead. But in reality, what happened was that not only we didn't gain any political freedoms, we lost the personal freedoms that we had before the 1979 revolution as well, and things just got from bad to worse. Of course, there was the 8-year war as well, when Iraq invaded Iran, which really strengthened the regime because all types of freedoms were then crushed under the pretext of fighting the war. It sort of justified the dictatorship in those years. So I just hope that there's much better times ahead for the Egyptian people. I hope they will learn from the Iranian example and move forwards, not backwards.
OK, Potkin Azarmehr, an Iranian blogger living in London. Thanks for that perspective. Saeed Shihata is with me in the studio. Saeed, what about the Iranian perspective?